we'll see the 2021 leader in passing yards and touchdowns, Tom Brady. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Packers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
First play, first pass for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Evans has it left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down is Brady. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan's second one after the touchdown to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the winner of the last two NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Bucs, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Finding space at the 40, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll make it 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, he'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the slant. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal. And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home. And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone. Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up. Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And again, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, yet another pass into the hands of Tunyon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside handoff down to Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And complete right side to Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Brady. And this is Cook with the ground. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Brady. Rolling to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Play action, now it's Brady. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I see a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is taken at the 18. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Brady now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Jones has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the gut, Fournette. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers. Touchdown. Jared Cook scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Suck up for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it's Jared this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time. And they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keep setting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. There he goes, right side. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the long touchdown. Meanwhile, unfortunately, we've got a guy who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times that?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his line. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown ground. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady, he finds his target. It's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Brady again. And his this throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks him. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So if you can play defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it will wind up incomplete. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jared Goff, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. Still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half from the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The give is to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Throwing is Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And this is Cook with a grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 39, Brady out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
From midfield, here's Brady. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Brady down to throw. Evans has it left side. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Preston Smith there on the stop. Fournette once more on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Here's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play. Now Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Rodgers again now. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. A give to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. A shotgun give to Fournette. Close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Brady. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of the yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here in a tough spot. Needed 11 yards to pick up the first. From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and long. And he fires one, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Second down, back to Fournette. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Brady going to throw. And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive starts with a completion left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. On 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Rodgers. They shakes him off. And this one too low. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown! Robert Tunyon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Brady now on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brings up second and 2. It's a 40-yard line.
A handoff to Fournette. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, right to the 41. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now Leonard Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And now here's another interception. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Rodgers now to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. An inside give to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And, my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.